Hey guys, welcome to my August 2025 Transfer Tuesday video on Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share with you everything personal finance as well as lifestyle content in the form of vlogs. Like I said, today's video is going to be about Transfer Tuesday, and if you're new to this channel or are not familiar with what Transfer Tuesday is a money movement that was started by Mary over at Pennies No Perfection here on YouTube, with the idea being that we look for money within our budgets and send that towards our financial goals. When I started watching Mary during these Transfer Tuesdays, it was, I think, a couple of years after she'd finished paying off her student loans. Was it her student loans and other debts that they had? And she continued on with other things. And I loved watching that. The principle behind it really inspired me. That consistent activity of every single week, looking at your budget, seeing where you can adjust things just so you can achieve your financial goals. Now, everybody has different financial goals, right? So for some, it could be paying off credit cards, it could be paying off loans, it could be student loans, it could be paying off your car, it could be whatever, or it could be saving, which I have been doing for the longest time ever. I have used the Transfer Tuesdays to help me save £10,000. I think back in 2022, 2023, I used it and helped me save £10,000 in 6 months, which I love for me. I think it was the novelty of it all, but then what has prolonged me is the consistent effort. Even when I don't film a video every week, I used to, but I don't anymore. I still do that same activity. But then again, excuse my French, I'm slightly anal about my finances. I look at my finances every single day. When I wake up, that's one of the things that I look at to see what I have coming up or what has actually been taken out of my account in terms of my bills. I know exactly when my bills come out. I know exactly what is coming up, but just in case there's something that I have missed and I need to make note of, because it does happen to me as well, I like to look at that as well. And then at the end of the day, I review, did what I was expecting to happen, and did something unexpected happen, or did I spend money that I shouldn't have, and stuff like that. So I like to do that. So for me, I review my finances practically daily, and then on a weekly basis, normally on a weekend, I sit down and look at a deep dive into my finances and see where we can improve. But I still want to credit the Transfer Tuesdays for actually helping me to be this, excuse me again, about my finances. So yeah, that is today's video. So without further ado, let us begin. Okay, so I have my trusted coffee here. This is the first coffee of the day. I have just come back from town. I went to buy my friend's birthday present. We're going out for a meal on Monday, and I thought I'd get her the present. I am so excited because she's talked about this, but I don't know if she knows that I paid attention and I've actually got this thing for her. I won't tell you guys what it is, but oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Actually, do you know what? I'll see if, no, I won't tell you. I was gonna say I'll see if she allows me to put it in here, but actually I don't want to. This is just for her. So anyway, my coffee is really hot. I have to put it down, but I need to take a sip because I'm surprised I went outside and functional without having coffee. Oh, yes. You guys, the pistachio coffee syrup just hits different. The first coffee of the day is always black for me, and then the rest of the day I add milk. I have coffee mate, which is powdered milk that I use, and I love it for me. Anyway, so for today's video, for today's Transfer Tuesday, I wanted to cover just one topic, and that is 52 envelope savings challenge. I talked about this in the July Transfer Tuesday video where I was like, now that I have managed to fully fund my emergency funds, my sinking funds, and all other funds, I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm going to be focusing on the 52 envelope savings challenge. But not that I'm going to go back on my word, but I realized that the reason I started 52 envelope savings challenge is to help me save for the trip that I have coming up at the end of this month. And I'm just like, because I'll be using that money, I'm not sure how I want to progress with this challenge, but we shall see. I'll tell you guys in September if we're going to continue and how far I get with this challenge. I'll tell you where I have gotten to so far at the time of filming this video. But yeah, but then I was like, okay, that was going to be my focus, but I started this challenge because I wanted to save money for this trip. So, but once that trip is over or once I fulfill that, then what else am I going to talk about? So I thought, let me continue talking about savings, but only my 40th birthday fund. So if you're new to my channel, I recently turned 38 last month, July. I'm a Cancer, July 7th, and I have been thinking about what I want to do for my 40th birthday in 2 years' time, and I have a big goal. So I want to save offline 10K is what I keep telling people, but for you guys, I just want to focus on saving 5K. I don't know how long that will take me, but I'm giving myself at least 2 years, especially because next year I am planning to actually just buy my dream car. That is like the only financial thing I want to focus on. But saying that, I'm not going back on my word on this one. I still am planning to buy my dream car, an X5, just in case you didn't know. But I finally took up the courage to find a financial advisor. I do have a mortgage advisor who sometimes plays as my financial advisor. But I decided I'm gonna go to a financial fiduciary and just speak to them because I want to get some help planning out the next 10 years of my life. So I am going to tell them my plans for the next 2 years. I've already, year 5 of my 5-year plan is this year. I'm finishing that, so they already know a little bit about that. So we're gonna have a consultation. By the time you guys are watching this video, we'll be having a consultation, and I just want to see if we can work together, because honestly, I think when it comes to investing, I'm making good choices, but I think I could do better. I want my money to go further for me. So anyway, I sidetracked myself. But anyway, so instead of just talking about 52 envelope saving challenge, which will be the basis for today's video, we're also going to cover my 40th birthday fund and see how I'm getting on with that. I just put little amounts every single month. And then what else did I want to do? I wanted to explain the principle for the 52 envelope savings challenge, share where I am, and share the savings, and what else? And I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to cover in today's video. Oh my god, it's been over 5 minutes and I'm still yapping on, but okay. So I've got my piece of paper here because your girl writes everything down. So first, let's start off with what is the 52 envelope savings challenge. So I don't know who started this. I stumbled upon this. I don't know who I stumbled upon it from. I saw it on YouTube for sure. And the premise is that you have envelopes 1 to 50. So envelope 1, envelope 2, envelope 3, all the way to 52. Yeah, envelope 52. And then you save each and every single envelope. And once you save all of them, you add up all that money, and that should give you 1,378. For me, 1,378 pounds. For you, could be $1,378 or whatever your currency is. So that is what it is. Like, it's a savings challenge that helps you save that amount of money. Because I know there's also a longer one, a 100 envelope savings challenge. With that one, you get to save 5,050. I have done that one once before. I have done the 52 envelope savings challenge 3 times. So this will be my 4th time doing it. And then this year I also started the 100 envelope savings challenge, but I gave up halfway because I was saving and using the money, so it wasn't really making any sense. But I'm gonna give it another try and just not touch that money at all. Like, not at all. I'm going to be keeping it at a savings in an account that I probably cannot touch easily. So yeah, anyway, so that is what that is. For me, I have been using 52 envelope saving challenge for different financial goals. For this time, the financial goal that I have is to save money for the girls trip that I have at the end of this month. I won't say where until I come back, but I'm very excited about that, and I wanted to save as much as I could. I think I started it in May, so I only had June, July, and then I've got August left to save as much as I can. So I know that last month when I gave you an update, I had in that fund there was 344 pounds. That's where I had gotten to. So I'm gonna talk about where I am now, and I literally just made a live transfer, so I'm gonna include that in this video as well. But last month we were at 344. This month we are currently at, I need to go into the app because I've forgotten already, but I know we jumped up a bit because I was quite aggressive in my savings. We are currently at 781. So that's the difference of what? Then give me a second. 781 minus 344. So I added 437 pounds. Like I said, I've been quite aggressive. Every additional income that I've had from my blog, from my rental properties, or that's just come into my life, I'm putting part of that into this savings pot. So very happy to see that difference. I'm very, very excited about this, you guys, especially because I'm going to be using it at the end of this month. I don't know if I'll use the whole thing because I'm going away for about 2.5 weeks. So the money I have saved, this 700 pounds we need to stretch. So I have just added in, and that's why it's now 781, because I've just added in 43 pounds. This month so far I have added in 37 pounds, and let me take a screenshot so you can see. So what I have done is I in fact added in 36 pounds and 68 pence because this account had already, sorry, 36 pounds and 38 pence because this account had earned interest of £1.62. So I try to make use of the interest that my account earns because it's money I have earned. So when I add 162 and 36 pounds and 38 pence, that gives me 37 pounds. So envelope 37 has been saved. I have saved a lot of different envelopes. I just go random. I don't specifically like pick specific numbers. I just do it at random. Sometimes I pick numbers that go together. So like I'll pick 23 and say 37. Like I like that because that will give me a whole number once I add them up. That, you know, like a whole number that I like. Let's put it that way. But yeah, so that is with the 52 envelope savings challenge. For my pot, I just call it holiday because it's a holiday fund and I'm very excited about that. And I keep this money in an instant access savings pot with Monzo, and this one is earning me 4% AER, which I love for me. So I'm currently 56% of my goal of 1,378. So let's see how I get on before I go on vacation. Unfortunately, I won't be able to tell you guys where I reach before vacation this month, but I will let you know in September once I'm back from my vacation. So yes, okay, so what else did I want to share? So I've talked about the 100 envelope savings challenge. Now for my 40th birthday envelope. So last month I was at 502 pounds. I'm currently at 610 pounds, and I've done the same thing I've done with the 52 envelope savings challenge in that I've added a little bit of money this month. So my account earned me £9. My account earned me 97 pence in interest, and I added in £8, 3 pence to make it £10 because I love 10 digits, multiples of 10 digits. I love those. So I added £10 overall to bring it to 610. So 610 is where we are at, and last month we were at 502. That is £108 difference, which I love for me, very much love for me, and excited to see this pot grow. Like I said, I do have about 2 years to save up. Actually, I have until June 20, this is 2025, 26, 2027, June 2027, because I'll be using all of this money in July of 2027. So yeah, I need to get my gears on. But for now, this is not like the major focus. I've got other financial goals that I want to focus on, but this is one that I am slowly kicking a little in every single month just to make sure that I have everything covered. Now, the final part of this video is to give you the final comparison or updates since July. So in July, these were the numbers, and I won't be doing this anymore moving forward. I'll just be covering the holiday fund and the 40th birthday envelope. Actually, the Plum one as well, because Plum is also a holiday fund. I'll be sharing those with you guys, and potentially my 1P savings challenge. So there will be a few that I'll continue on, and the majority I will leave out. So starting off with where I ended July at, or what my update was to you guys in July. So for my emergency fund, so I have two pots with my Monzo. So one I call it the emergency fund, and one I call it rainy day fund. Both of them had 2,500 in them. One of them had 2,505 pence, and the other one had 2,530 pence, because they each earned interest in those respective accounts. Then my sinking fund was 2,004 pence. Holiday fund I've already talked about. 40th birthday I've talked about. My Plum was £200 last month, and then my 1P savings challenge that I'm doing with Monzo, that was £154 and 84 pence. So that is where we were with that. And when it comes to so that is for the savings. Now if I look at where I am as the time of filming this video, let's go in here so I don't forget my numbers. Where at thou? Did I just lose? This is the thing. Like, I was just looking at it and somehow I have lost it on my phone. Isn't that crazy? Isn't just that the craziest thing ever? Like, you were looking at it and it's literally gone and disappeared on you, on your very phone. But anyway, let's go back into the app. We got, okay, there is the app. So I hide a lot of things on the app, like the accounts, if I don't want to see them. So for the emergency fund, we were at 2,505 pence. I'm currently at 2,510. Rainy day fund, I was 2,530 pence. I'm also at 2,510. So all the interest that they earned me, I just added a little bit to them. Sinking fund was 2,004 pence. I am currently at 1,510, and this is because I have taken money out. My car, I did my car maintenance earlier, and I'm doing MOT, so I'm not sure about the cost of taking out money from that. And I'm looking to do a dedicated video for sinking funds, but I'm still thinking about how I want to do that. What else? The 1P savings challenge was at 154 and 84 pence. It's currently at 208 and 43 pence. And then let me take a screenshot of this before I forget. And then the Plum, I need to go into the Plum app, was £200 last month. Today, at the time of filming this video, it is currently at 253 and 57 pence. I'm actually going to add a little bit more money from here, so I'll just take a screenshot of the pocket. So today the money just got transferred into this account. So the primary pocket has £14.87, so I'll probably move some of that into the Plum interest pot, which I'm calling my second holiday pot, and that will probably change. I don't know how much at the time of filming this video, but if I remember, I will include it in my edit. But yeah, so that is where we are, and Bob's your uncle. The other part that I stopped myself from saying that I wanted to say was the credit cards. As you know, I paid off all of my credit cards at the end of June. So July, all of them were zero except one, which was my Barclay card, and I'd put on £962 and 26 pence. That was because by the time I was filming the Transfer Tuesday video for July, I had literally, like, the day before just come back from my vacation for my birthday, and I had put all of my spending on my Barclay card, which is my zero forex fees abroad card, which I love for me. So but I had the money on the side to clear it. This is why I said zero at the time of filming this video. That account has now been paid off. It's all zeros except on my spending card. Let me take another screenshot. On my spending card, we do have some money put on there of 647 and 46 pence, because I have just bought my friend's birthday present, and I have also paid for our ferry for me and the girls. I've put it on that card, and obviously they will reimburse me their portion, and also a couple of subscriptions have come off, which I have put on that card because it's a cashback card and I get me some cashback. So yeah, okay. I feel like I've spoken a lot this morning, and you wouldn't believe, but I haven't stuttered or made any mistakes. So this edit will probably be very easy and swift. We are at 20 minutes. Damn. Okay, Miranda, you really can talk. But anyway, that is the video, you guys. I'm gonna go finish my coffee and then start my day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video real soon.